wet last night. I know we keep on going on about the weather and everything else, but when we arrived, we oh, Dizzy! Dizzy! Hello, Dizzy! How you doing?
You okay?
Oh, yeah, we didn't have a lake when we arrived. Now we've got a lake, and that's how much it's rained just over the last day. Oh, did we tell you about the free shop as well? Everything you get in there, people leave for you free. But we do have a little bit of sun, and as you can see, a little bit of blue sky. So you know we're in Spain, it's raining. We were invited here though. Thanks, Nick.
That's alright, it's a pleasure.
Does it often rain in Spain?
Not really,
Not
only
like
many
it's
on the
never
plane.
like
Many on the plane, yeah. Oh, well.
Normally in the winter, down here it's like 2 weeks of rain for the whole winter,
Really?
yeah, over the 3 months. So we're getting it all now.
Yeah.
So at least if you are on your way back to the UK then, you are now acclimatised to what you can expect.
Yep.
And we realise we are good.
Yeah. So come on, we want an exclusive.
Yeah, next year we hope, because we want to see as much as Europe. That was the plan. We've done sort of central and south.
North.
Yeah, we did
all the way to
north.
the
Yeah.
Arctic Circle.
So next
That was a
year
mega trip
is
last year.
Yeah.
to Greece and Albania.
Yeah.
Ah,
yeah.
okay.
Because that's the only places we've kind of been to like that for.
Right.
Eastern side.
Oh well, that is also on our destination list.
Ooh, fancy
Might
that.
join forces on that one. The next day we got up and decided that we were going to follow Alex, Eamon and Beck down to watch them kite surf. This is where the audio kind of like disappears because it was just so windy. So cue montage with a bit of a backtrack. Here we go, folks. You see that thing behind me? See it? We haven't seen that in 5 days. 5 days of solid rain. 5 days of quite torrential rain actually. But it's clear now. And this place looks much nicer. Look at that. Oh yeah. Got our collection of We Are Those Widows, Alan, us, and Greg and Lou. And then just in the middle of the vans there, Sarah and Nick, the explorers. But I just think it's amazing that, you know, you've got some motorhomes there, some more A-classes, and people just rock up and there's just no issue at all. And I think it's good. Because it's called Vanlife, and you know, whether it's an A-class or an actual van, they're still vans. They derive from vans, the engine, the gearbox, the running gear, all that kind of stuff is a van. So it's Vanlife. Like Darren's got a motorhome, but it's derived from a van. So, you know, it's Vanlife. There shouldn't be a segregation between, oh, they're in an A-class or they're in a C-class or coach built or whatever. That should just be it. I know we all poke fun at, like, you know, people that go to campsites all the time and yet they've got this vehicle that can go anywhere. But I guess it's just the fact that some people just don't have the confidence or the desire, and all they really want to do is what we do. They just want to arrive at a place where there's a bunch of people that share the same interests as them, same vehicle types as them, and have a good time with them. So dear Caravan and Motorhome Club, if you want to offer me a membership, no, I'm only kidding, the inaugural Greg slacklining treatment.
You've got to have feet like apes grip onto them. I don't know, it's just and an immense sense of balance, which I haven't got.
You're looking too close to your feet, Greg. Look further
Yeah,
ahead.
look to the pole at the end.
Oh yeah, that works.
Yep.
God, that's really difficult.
You got all the vans lined up on the beach there. Is he?
Yes.
Oh, he's properly in. Oh, it's gone under as well. Oh wow. You feel alright?
It's epic, I tell you. Yeah.
Do you not feel like maybe a bit cold or anything?
No, not cold. It is quite warm actually once you get in there. It's that initial like shock when you first go in, but after that, it's just awesome. Yeah. I don't even feel cold now.
Not so. So I think the main idea was that Greg had been here to help Eamon and Beck set up some sort of solar power system, and from that we've stayed here a few days, and from being here a few days we've helped a few other people with their electrical stuff as well. So yeah, it's pretty good going. Yeah, it saves tinkering on my van, so Mandy's really happy about that, aren't you?
And he is. I have thanked everybody individually. Thank you for letting John tinker with your van. Appreciate it, because it means it is not tinkering with mine.
Yeah. So, what is tonight's creation? Culinary treat.
Culinary treat. So tonight's treat
Yes.
is chicken and mushroom
Yeah.
and pancetta.
So, I can see gnocchi.
Gnocchi. Let me get to the gnocchi in a minute.
Oh, hey,
Don't
okay.
peek too soon now, Sonny.
That's what she said.
So chicken, mushrooms and pancetta in a creamy sauce
Okay.
with gnocchi.
Right then.
So it's going to be like a bit of a cooking
Oh,
one pan
one
meal.
pan.
One
Ooh,
pan
yeah, I
meal.
like one pan meals because it's less washing up.
And I think we've got some sweet corn to eat.
Okay.
I might chuck some sweet corn in there as well.
Cool. And what sauce is it going to be predominantly?
It is going to be a veggie stock, so
Okay.
vegan stock, as it says there, with a bit of mustard, onions, smoked paprika, and tarragon, because I do like chicken and tarragon.
Right.
And then once it's almost done, I'm going to whap a thingy of Greek yogurt
Okay.
in there to make it all nice and creamy.
All right. Cool. Sold.
Sold. Look at the size of these breasts, though. They're massive.
Do you like some gnocchi as well?
Breasts and gnocchi. John's dream day.
And bacon. So, I mean, like, yeah, that's it.
Just need some cheese, isn't it, really?
Yeah. Where's the cheese?
There isn't any.
Oh.
Don't need cheese.
What? Hey? What did you just say?
With this dish,
Yes.
we don't need cheese.
I bet Darren's screaming, blue cheese, Mandy, blue cheese.
I could put blue cheese in it if you like, John.
No, thank you.
No, there you go.
So, once again, it's chicken, mushrooms,
Pancetta.
gnocchi, with a creamy sauce.
Creamy tarragon sauce.
Creamy tarragon sauce.
Creamy tarragon sauce.
Very nice. I'm still suggesting a bit of grated cheese, but no, I'm going to go through. Only because I don't want to spoil it.
Yeah.
Because cheese is good and all that. But, you know.
Yeah. Manchego.
And just to prove it over there is one pan. And that's it. So one pan, 2 plates, and a spoon to wash up. 2 knives and 2 forks. And that's happy van life couple.
Absolutely.
Nom. So it's reached that time, folks. Went to have a shave and it says no minutes remaining. And the problem I've got is I've got this stupid shaver plug end which doesn't plug into a Euro converter. So I either take it off, make some nasty thing, and it means I have my inverter on all the time, or as it's only 5.5 volts or 4.5 volts on this case, I chop the wire off because this is giving out 5 and 4.5 volts or whatever. So chop the end off, put it on a USB end, plug the USB in because USB is around about 5 volts, just over, and charge my shaver. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to chop half of that lead off, connect this in, and you're going to find out if I've just wasted a shaver, which obviously I couldn't use anyway because it's dead now, or if I've fixed it. Let's see. So I've cut off the USB socket end because we're not going to do that. We want that end so we can put it into the USB charger. And I've chopped that off, and as you can see, quite conveniently, it's just got 2 cables, red and a black. I am going to check this out with my voltmeter first to make sure it's all right and the wiring's correct, mainly because this end has also only got 2 wires on it as well. So I'm going to check out which way that goes, wire it in, and then see if we can get the shaver charging. And yes, a lot of you have asked me if this works, am I going to do it for the Karcher as well, the window vac that I use, and yes, I am going to do that as well, just to cut down on the amount of times we have to put the inverter on mainly. But this one is a bit of a dire emergency because, you know, well, I'd have to go and buy a shaver now. I've even looked for the adapter, the shaver adapter, but there's don't seem to sell them over here. So let's see how we get on. So I've wired it. I'm going to be honest with you, because I couldn't plug this in, I have no idea which is the positive or neutral. So as this is going to be the sacrificial shaver, because if I can't do this, it's not going to work anyway, then yeah, see how it goes. So we're putting that in its cradle. I'm going to use this, which is my little starter thing because it's powered up. Plug it in. I'm going to put it on the charge 1 because it's a higher amp outlet. I don't know whether it's switched on or not, so I'll change that. Ho ho ho! Look at that! It's charging! Yay! Get in. So yes, if you've got one of these and it says 4.5 volts on the back, like that one does, buy one of these. I'll link them down below. I bought a few before we left just so I can switch off things like the fairy lights and stuff like that. Plug it into a USB outlet and there you go, it's counting up already. Chargy chargy without using your inverter and wasting all that power. So because we spent a lot of time saying goodbye to Alan and Steve this morning and everyone else, Eamon and Becca popped back and the panels arrived. So we can actually finish off fitting it on the roof, giving them some extra power. So Greg is now in his element, showing his undies off to us. And it's real.
Oh no, I turned around and there's a whole paparazzi line.
It's real van life because he's got his white undies on, which means it's almost nearly laundry day.
You know him too well.
Well, while the cameras are on, I just want to say a huge thank you to both of you guys.
You're very
Honestly,
welcome.
We're super appreciative. From Greg just chatting with us online and helping us through like our issues to actually physically, you know, look at him
Yeah,
doing the work, and you too.
that's what we do though, isn't it? We help each other out.
Yeah, totally. That's what the community's for. Really.
Yeah.
It's pretty special.
Too right.
Yeah. Well, thank you all.
Yeah, thank you. Very
Back to my
welcome.
dishes.
So we're off to Seville. Seville. And before we get there, we need to do laundry. But mainly, we're back on the road again because we spent a week at Tarifa.
Yes.
And whilst it was great, got to do some tinkering on electrics, helping a few people, Vanlifers out.
Yeah, we met some wonderful people.
Oh yeah, having a chat every day to different people. So I think the two that stayed the longest with us was Keith and Steve. Oh no, so Alan and Steve.
Alan and Steve.
Alan and Steve, yeah.
Yeah.
So Alan's been around the world for like most of the last decade or so.
Yeah.
And,
He said he's just celebrated 11 years on the road, hasn't
Yeah.
he? So, and he's epic.
Yeah.
One of those guys that just knows everything.
I'll put his Instagram link on the screen now so you go follow him if you want.
Yep.
And Steve's his mate who kind of like follows him around for a few months of the year apparently.
Yeah, and they go to all sorts of other places and stuff as well. He's got a big motorhome,
Yeah.
and Alan's van's the same size as ours, isn't
Yeah.
it? So yeah.
It was nice to meet Alex as well, Kite Man,
Yep.
and his two little doggos.
Yep. Sen and Suki.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do like dogs. And I got to meet Nick and Sarah from the Explorers.
Explorers were really, 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 really nice.
Yeah, they're probably cool.
Kind of like get the thing sometimes of like our people. It's like us. You might think, are we like this in real life? And only those of you that met us know that.
I know for sure.
But it's nice to know that other people are as well. Just like Eamon and Beck.
Yeah.
Just as nice as they appear on screen and stuff like that.
Yeah, and I think in the case of most people we meet, even nicer.
Yeah.
Because they've not got the personas that you always put on a little bit for the camera, and you over exaggerate things, gesturing and stuff like that, just to get your point across a little bit better. So without all of that, it just kind of is just so nice. And Dizzy and Charlie, proper cool little dogs. They're so cool.
So yeah, so we're off on our travels today. We've got, depending on which way you follow them, we are those weirdos or just those weirdos are behind us.
Yep.
Greg and Lou are in front of us. So a little mini convoy for a week or so, I don't know.
Yep, however long it takes.
Yeah.
Yep.
And the Explorers said they'd meet back up with us when we're in Portugal as well.
Yes, that'd be really good.
But today, like I say, laundry day, get to a campsite so we can all have a clean shower and all that kind of stuff.
40-minute showers.
And then tomorrow we're going to Seville.
Seville. So yeah, we can't wait for that. Barcelona was on my list, and that was a bit difficult to park up to, and there was something going on, but I think we just scooted past. And Seville was also on my list, so I get to tick one off, which will be wonderful.
Being followed.
Oh dear.
Somebody fed the birds and now they think they're going to get everything off us. We made it to Seville and the sun's come out and it's just a lovely, lovely day actually. Woke up this morning, it was not very nice at all. Thankfully it's picked up today. The weather's really good. We're all having a good time. You having fun, pals? So, this is the park up at Seville we all stayed at, and yeah, they've been loading with that crane all night, 2 barges, grey one and the red one. Noise is going on all night long. So if you ever come to Seville and you want to park up for the night, I'll leave the what 3 words description. And yeah, you don't want to come here.
2009, when written in Roman numerals.
Oh, that's nice.
2009.
So MMV 111.
MMV 111. Why is there a 5 in there?
It's 9, so it's 5, and then 111's 4.
Okay. John says MMV III.
Incorrect, I'm afraid. Would you like to know again?
It's 2009. So there's no hundreds. So there's no X's. No, go on, give us the answer.
MMIX.
Oh, because it's 1 before 10.
Oh, because it's 1 less than 10. Oh, blimmin'.
So, new country, new flag. New Flag Day. I forgot, we also visited Gibraltar. Yay! So, another week over.
Yeah.
It's quite weird actually. I woke up this morning and I had a dream. You might class this as a nightmare actually. That I was still working back in England, and like, oh, Cooper's having a drink again. Every time we press record, Cooper has a drink and makes that noise.
Coopy.
Hiya, pal.
Hiya,
Good
bud.
boy. So yeah, this dream nightmare, and it was so nice to wake up and then go, ah, yeah. Which brought on today's thought of 8 weeks now of living in the van, and whether we are like making the most of it, enjoying it as much as we should by thinking, oh yeah, we're free, we're doing all this.
Yeah, that we're not appreciating every morning that we wake up and we don't have to go to work. Yeah. Although you still have to work.
I have to work, yeah, so
but, you know, it's okay.
So yeah, just a quick reminder as well, we are going to the International Campervan Show at Stratford-upon-Avon, which is going to happen in April. We're going to Quirky as well, and I believe Quirky is selling some new tickets as well. Yeah,
going to be released in February.
So yeah, more details about both of those will be on Mandy's blog, and in the video description down below you'll find a link to Mandy's blog.
Yes.
Where you can find a 20% off code for the International Campervan Show, which I believe is also called the Overland Show. It's kind of the same thing as well. So yeah, another end of another week. It's been a really weird week in the fact that obviously at Tarifa we kind of waited out the weather for a bit.
Yeah, we were there for exactly 7 days. Well, from the day we got there to the day we left, it was 7 days.
Greg stroke me too wanted to help Eamon and Beck with the solar panel, so we kept waiting a little bit for that, and we are so glad in the end that we did, simply because when we'd prepped their roof, we'd done everything with all the right connectors and everything like that, because you know me, I carry all my spares and that. So we prepped everything, and yeah, the new panel came with no connectors.
Really? Is that what that was? I knew you were doing something, but I didn't know what that was.
So if we hadn't have been there, they wouldn't have been able to use that panel at all.
Oh, blinking Nora.
So it's quite fortuitous, really.
Aye, absolutely. And you had lots of fun tinkering. Yeah,
I've been tinkering on a few different people's vans, sorting out some issues.
Keeps them out of mischief.
Missy and Dom's van had an issue whereby literally kind of like 50% of the time there was no charge controller working in the van. So we got that working. Although it's not working, they're not getting it as much as a charge to the batteries as they'd hope. But at least it's working. We sorted out Nick and Sarah's van, so the Explorers, a few electrical gremlins there, and gave them a bit of a shopping list so we can upgrade their electrics as well. No, I'm not talking about gadgets. It's expensive,
although all they were saying is, oh, I like that, John, what's that? And yeah, it's expensive spending time with the Gadget, John.
So next week is us exploring a bit more Portugal, really.
Yeah.
And that's what we've been doing.
Good stuff.
So stick around. And like I say, any comments down below, any questions or anything like that, any suggestions, don't forget, go to our website and you've got our travel map, which is a separate page on our website, and any suggestions of places to go in Portugal, whap them on the website. I know some of you have, and we've taken them already, so thanks for that one.
Yes.
We are going to get the last sausage in Portugal.
Yes.
So yeah, definitely going to do that, and the ones that you have sent us so far, we checked them out, and yeah, pretty good. Thank you very much.
So thank you.
So take care, and we'll see you soon.
Well, bye.